Ew.
Once upon a time, and not that long ago, in another land, in the time of snow, there was a war going on. Now this was no ordinary war. This war had raged on and on for as long as anyone can remember. This war ranged mostly on a mountain and at its foothills. It was a war set forth by the wolf. The wolf was the enemy. The wolf was the war machine. The wolf was made up of wolves. The wolves were vicious, and they were dark creatures. And they killed mercilessly. They ravaged the land, and they were expanding their territory every season. Or, so it would be if there were any seasons. But, for as long as anyone can remember, it was only ever winter. And everyone that was at war with the wolf was not a wolf. Though, there were some wolves, different species or kinder, gentler wolves that defected from the territories. Very few ever did such a thing. And those that did were hardly ever known or seen. They held key positions in understanding the wolf threat and the menace to the peace of the forest. For all the people of the forest were in fact animals. Animals of different size and species, all of them able to communicate with each other, all of them in fear for their lives from the wolf. Now these animals, they weren't like animals that we know. These animals could speak English or French or with accents like you may have seen in a cartoon. They weren't all so great at it. I mean, they're not exactly built for it, are they? Biologically speaking. But they could talk, and they talked to each other. And all you would know of this land were the animals and their war with the wolf. The wolf would terrorize them, would kidnap them in the night, would hide away in the shadows and snatch their young. And they lived in the forest and not in cities and not in houses as we do. They lived in burrows. They lived in little huts made out of sticks and logs and mud. They lived in caves. They lived in tree hollows. And they moved through the snow and in the streams, those that could, for the water was cold and in many places frozen. And they lived every day, hoping to live another. And if the wolf ever took one of their own, they would know. For in the place, or with a death, the wolf would leave a piece of cloth, and on it stamped the paw print of the one that committed the assault. And they'd leave it as a marker, a reminder that the wolf is ever present and always hunting.